Here is your full, long, emotional, YouTube-style story written in plain paragraphs with no headings, beginning with a hook and maintaining a smooth pace suitable for a long video. If she hadn't heard the little girl crying that day, her entire destiny would have remained hidden forever. The video begins with this gripping moment, so make sure to stay until the end, because what happens between a poor nanny and a millionaire CEO will change the way you look at kindness forever. And if stories with heart and real emotion inspire you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible journeys. It happened on a cloudy afternoon in a quiet city park, where Maria, a young nanny with tired eyes but a soft smile, had brought the 2 kids she cared for. Her own life was far from easy. She was working 3 jobs just to keep up with rent and her mother's medical bills. Yet she still tried to see beauty in small moments. A bird singing, a child's laughter, the shimmer of sunlight through trees. It kept her from breaking. She was just settling the kids on a bench with their juice boxes when she heard it, a trembling whimper. Not the kind of cry from a child who wants a toy, but the kind that comes from fear. The sound pulled at something deep inside her. She turned and saw a little girl, maybe 6 or 7, curled behind a slide, hugging her knees, shaking violently as if the whole world terrified her. Maria didn't hesitate. She rushed toward the girl, her heart racing. "Sweetheart, are you okay?" she asked softly. The little girl looked up with wide, tear-filled eyes, her breath sharp and panicked. My dad, he left. He said he would come back, but I can't find him," she sobbed. Maria knelt beside her, instinct overpowering everything else. She wrapped her arms around the trembling child, whispering comforting words the way her own mother once did for her before illness stole her strength. "You're safe," Maria said gently. "I'm right here. We'll find him together." The little girl clung to her desperately, as though Maria was the only steady thing in her shaking world. Maria could feel the poor heart pounding against her chest. She rubbed the child's back slowly, breathing with her to calm her down, teaching her the trick she used on the anxious boy she babysat. Soon, the girl's breathing softened. "What's your name?" Maria asked. "Lila," she whispered. "That's beautiful," Maria smiled. "I promise, Lila, you're not alone." They sat like that for several minutes until Lila finally nodded that she felt ready to stand. Maria held her hand tightly as they began searching around the park. What Maria didn't know, and couldn't possibly have imagined, was that Lila's father wasn't just any parent. He was Adrian Hale, the notoriously strict and stone-faced CEO of Hale Enterprises, a millionaire known for firing employees on the spot, winning ruthless business wars, and keeping his face off the media. People whispered that he had no heart. They also whispered that after losing his wife 2 years ago, he froze emotionally, becoming distant, cold, unreachable, even to his own daughter. Maria knew none of this as she continued searching the park, calling for the father, comforting little Lila every time her hands shook again. After 15 minutes, Maria spotted a tall man in a suit running frantically through the park, shouting, "Lila! Lila!" The girl tugged her hand away and ran toward him, crying. Adrian Hale scooped her up, relief pouring out in the deepest breath he'd taken in years. But then he noticed Maria, humble clothes, messy hair, tired eyes, and his face hardened instantly, suspicion flashing. "What happened? Why was my daughter with you?" he demanded sharply. Maria swallowed, trying not to let his tone shake her. "Sir," she was terrified and hiding near the slide. "I just helped her calm down." Lila tightened her grip on his collar. "Daddy, she helped me, I couldn't breathe, she stayed with me." Adrian froze, his expression softening for a split second before he forced it back into its usual cold mask. "I appreciate your help," he said stiffly, as if each word costs him effort. "Thank you." Most people would have left. Most people would have walked away from the rude, powerful CEO without saying another word. But Maria wasn't most people. She looked at Lila, still trembling, and looked back at the father who clearly had no idea how to comfort his own child. So she said quietly, "Sir, she needs more than just being found. She needs to feel safe." Her words hit him like a stone. No one spoke to him like that. No one dared. "Are you a psychologist?" he asked with a cold smile. "No," she said simply. "I'm a nanny." He blinked. A nanny. Someone most people didn't even consider important had the courage to challenge him. But Maria wasn't trying to challenge him, she was speaking from the heart. Before he could respond, Lila tugged his sleeve. Daddy, can she come with us for a minute? He wanted to refuse. He should have refused. He was a CEO, he didn't involve strangers. But he looked at Lila's eyes, and the answer froze on his tongue. Minutes later, they sat on a bench, and Maria gently taught Adrian how to help Lila breathe through panic attacks. Adrian watched in stunned silence as his daughter calmed in seconds under Maria's gentle guidance. He realized then, this young woman, this poor Nanny, could do something he, with all his power and wealth, could not: give his child peace. As they stood to leave, Adrian asked abruptly, "Do you work full-time?" Maria blinked at him. "I take care of 2 kids. Their parents need me." He nodded slowly, looking conflicted for the first time in years. "Would you consider working for me instead?" She laughed softly, thinking he was joking. "Sir, I'm sure you can hire someone more." "No," he interrupted. "I want someone who cares. Someone like you." Maria looked at Lila, who looked back with pleading eyes. "I can't just quit on the other kids," Maria said gently. "But I can help sometimes. Maybe part-time." Adrian nodded, relief softening his shoulders. Over the next few months, Maria visited their home a few hours each week. She helped Lila heal from the trauma of losing her mother, taught her to laugh again, taught Adrian how to connect with his daughter, and slowly helped mend the broken pieces of a family that had forgotten how to feel. What she didn't notice was how Adrian began looking at her with something he hadn't felt in years: admiration. Respect. Warmth. It wasn't romantic yet. It was something deeper, a gratitude that filled the silent spaces of their home. One evening, after Lila fell asleep, Adrian walked Maria to the door. He paused, struggling with words he wasn't used to saying. "You didn't just help my daughter," he said softly. "You helped me. You showed me how to be a father again."